Hi YouTubers out there, this is Fortune Cookie 45LC. Just got back from the range and I just got through cleaning my Ruger Super Blackhawk 44 Magnum revolver with a 7.5-inch barrel. Put the pistol back inside this case. Now, we used this case today at the range. Now this is a very nice case. It's made by the Pachmayr company. And this case will hold 5 pistols very securely. Let me show you how that works. Plus we went to the range with 250 rounds of ammunition. Now they make this case so you can mount a spotting scope on the inside of this, and when you close it, the scope goes into this lower compartment. So it's all ready for you to use, but you don't have to have a spotting scope on there. It's one of my favorite cases to go to the range with because it holds 5 pistols very securely. So it's got a sliding drawer. Drawer comes out. And then there is a retaining bolt or retaining nut that loosens up this rack. So the pistols are held securely where they won't damage each other in transit, and each one's protected. So here's my Super Blackhawk. Now we've done a video on this one already, but not actual shooting at the range. Now it's difficult to film shooting at the range, so we're just going to go over this pistol now with a more detailed review. New model, so you open the gate and that frees the cylinder so that you can see that there are no rounds in this pistol. Now the ballistol we use to clean and lubricate and protect this firearm works very well because it actually causes blued steel to have a seasoned look like cast iron. Ballistol is a very unique material in that it does that. But this is an all-steel revolver. It weighs almost 3 pounds. Has a squared off dragoon style grip frame, but with these hoe grips on there, the hoe grips come up to the bottom edge of the squared off trigger guard, so that in recoil there's no way that you can hurt your middle finger. These are very comfortable grips to use, especially with Magnum loads. This is the most advanced iteration of the Blackhawk. Is called the Super Blackhawk. Very nice sight picture. There is no 4 clicks as with a Colt. Transfer bar ignition so that you can have 6 rounds fully loaded and the revolver is safe, because there's no way the firing pin will contact the primer of the cartridge underneath the firing pin, so that a blow on the hammer could accidentally set off the round. That won't happen with the transfer bar safety system. Now the Super Blackhawk has a very fine trigger, about one of the best triggers that Blackhawks will have. All steel ejector rod. Once again, it does not have the reverse pawls, so you do have to line up the chambers to eject the cartridges. Now this case easily holds 250 rounds of ammunition. And today we fired 200 rounds of these cast bullet loads, 200 grain round nose flat point bullet, a charge of 7.5 grains of unique. As I recall, that was the favorite load of Dirty Harry also, 7.5 grains of unique. So I came back with 50 rounds after firing 200 rounds. Most of the shooters at the range that I see, they go and fire 50 rounds and they call it a day because they buy factory ammunition. And that's all they can shoot because they don't want to spend more than what they've spent for 50 rounds. Well, I can shoot 4 boxes of these reloads and actually spend less than they spend on 1 box of factory ammunition. It's what allows me to shoot more. Now, anytime we put our pistol down, all we have to do is open the loading gate, and that makes the pistol safe because you cannot cock the hammer with the loading gate open. Single action revolver can only fire when you cock the hammer and press the trigger. When the hammer is forward, you can't do anything just by pressing the trigger. It's not a double action revolver. So we can open this up and put it down and it's safe. So here's what we did today. At 12.5 yards, we fire very carefully, offhand, two-hand hold, and we can shoot groups like this. This is a 5-round group. And this is a 6-round group, fired 2 hands, offhand, at 12.5 yards. Just taking our time because we want to get ourselves grooved in before we really start shooting. Now, if we were to put the pistol on rest and fire for the maximum accuracy of the pistol, the groups would be, the bullet holes will all be touching. It's only because of shooter error that this opens up, but it's still pretty tight. So this is a good gauge. We like to shoot offhand because that is the hardest way to shoot and is the most challenging. And if we have an accurate revolver, it will give us a barometer about our shooting skills. So as we start shooting, if we could shoot a 1-hole, all the bullet holes touching offhand with a 2-hand hole at 12.5 yards, that's my goal. I want to be able to do that and haven't quite gotten there yet. Here's another target. 5 rounds with vertical stringing. And then this target is printed off of the internet and it gives us a nice headshot that we could take. So that's another challenge. Or we could put a playing card in here. And you'll notice that if we put a playing card in here, that 3 of the bullet holes would have split the card. And certainly that shot there in this group would have split the card because it's right in the middle. In a horizontal direction, it's right in the middle. So a card would have been there. Now after we get ourselves geared in, just shooting some groups, then we can start shooting more for fun. And so this group was shot a little faster, two-handed. So you see we're not quite as accurate, but that's fine. It's just fun. Part of our 200 rounds a day. And then if we take our time, a little bit more time, we can shoot a little tighter. There's 25 rounds in there. There's 12 rounds went in there, so I wish I could shoot those and not those. That would be impressive. More practice, that's what I need to do. And if you can do that, more power to you because you're a good shot. But then, for extra challenge, we shoot one-handed. One-handed at 12.5 yards. And so here's 50 rounds fired one-handed at 12.5 yards, offhand. And I like that, but you see there's some quite a few wild ones there. But we like that one. So friends out there in YouTube land, if you want to invest in the Super Blackhawk in 44 Magnum, made by Ruger, it's a very fun pistol. You'll derive a lot of enjoyment out of it, and this thing is built like a battleship. It is rugged, it is durable. The parts inside are very rugged and durable. It's got coil springs, not like the Colt leaf springs that could give trouble. The coil springs are almost indefinite. So parts don't break on these revolvers very much. I've heard of some competitive shooters putting 150,000 rounds through their Blackhawks in competition, and the guns are still going strong. In fact, they start working more smoothly as more wear is put on them. No, Dirty Harry did not use this revolver. But the front end of the muzzle, that's what a 44 caliber looks like. So friends out there in YouTube land, have a very good day. Enjoy your time at the range. We're all trying to get better, and let's do that. Bye for now.